The first topic is filtering output, so let's dive straight into the device. I'm already logged into the device, so let's look at this command to look at the output. We already saw this command when we were discussing the differences between inline and out-of-band connection. So let's look at this command, show system services. That's the normal output of this command. Now if we wanted to filter some of the output, what we could do is we could use a pipe symbol here, and then we can do a question mark, and we have a number of different ways in which we can filter the output. The first one that I want to show you is the compare command. So you can do a compare, and you can compare the output of this command maybe with a configuration file that you've already saved, or you can also compare it with a rollback. So just in case if I had a rollback, I could compare it, but right now I do not have a rollback, so it does not give me an output. Okay, you could also compare it with a file, so you can just hit a question mark and will tell you that you need to enter the name of the file. Okay, so that's one way of comparing your output with a previous configuration file or a previous rollback. Additionally, you can also do count, so it will show you the number of lines of output. Let's try that. So it says the output has 21 lines. You could also use the display option here to view the set commands that were used to configure the settings. So let's take a look at the output without any filters. As you can see here, it appears like a programming language here, and then it has some curly braces over here. So it appears more or less like a programming language. It does not show you the actual command that was used to set these values. So if you wanted to look at the actual command that was used, the set command that was used, so you can say show system services, use a pipe, and then you can say display set. This command will show you all the set commands that were used to configure these settings. So that's one way of filtering your output. Let's look at some more. So we also have the find option. So when you use the find option and you specify a keyword or a word inside the output that you're looking for, if the word that you're specifying is found in the output, then the output actually begins from that point only. So anything that's above that word that you specified will be cut off. So let's take a look at that without any filters. Show system services. Right, so look at this. You have 1, 2, and 3 lines before the keyword or before the word web management. So let's take a look at it. Show system services, and if I did find web management, I'm just typing it as it is over here, find web management, then the output would begin from this point. It would actually remove all these extra stuff above that. Yeah, so as you can see here, everything that's above that gets removed. The output actually starts from the word that you specified. The other option that we can look at is, the other interesting option is the last keyword. So let's say you just wanted to take a look at the last 5 lines of the output. So you can use the last keyword here and say last 5. So that will show you the last 5 lines of the output only. As you can see that here, it only displays the last 5 lines of the output. This command also comes in very handy when you're looking at output that goes into several pages. The other one that I wanted to show you is the match command. So you can say match, and if you did match, let's say telnet, you can see that here it just tells you if your word is actually found in the output or not. So it is, so it shows you the word there. There's also a keyword called as no more. Now this is used when you do not want your output to be displayed in pages. So I can show you an example. Let's just do a show. The show command is used to look at the entire configuration. So I'm just going to say show. And as you can see here, the output actually stops here. It stops with a more, which means you need to hit a spacebar to look at the second page. And then it again stops at a more. Now if you do not want this to happen, that is if you do not want it to paginate, what you can do is you can say show, and then you can use the no more keyword, and then it will show you the entire output without you having to press the spacebar. Okay, so that's the use of the no more keyword. Let's look at one more keyword, show system services, pipe, and let's look at save. So if you wanted to save your output to a file maybe, so you can say save, and then you can say output.txt, and that will save your, or you can just say output, and that will save the output of this command to this file called as output. So those are the commands to filter your output.